The topic is LinkedIn personal branding, founder lead growth, and B2B lead generation in AI era. So he is currently building own startup, Altix. Also, he has 20 years of experience. So our today guest is Nataraj Sasid. So yeah, thank you so much joining Nataraj
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks for hosting.
with LinkedIn contents, and he is a LinkedIn personal branding expert, B2B lead generation, content strategies, founder branding, demand generation, thought leadership coach. So what are the three biggest mistakes a founder make while building their personal brand? Hello everyone. In today's our topic is LinkedIn personal branding, founder lead growth, and B2B lead generation in AI era. So our today guest is Nataraj Sasid. So he is currently building own startup, Altix. Also is 20 years of experience with LinkedIn contents, and he is a LinkedIn personal branding expert, B2B lead generation, content strategies, founder branding, demand generation, thought leadership coach. Yeah, thank you so much joining Natrasha.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Thanks for hosting me.
Yeah. So, sir, you are building and you are been posting on LinkedIn since 2008. So, did
Mhm.
you ever imagine it would be become a major business channel?
Definitely, because from day one, probably I think when LinkedIn started in 2007, 2008, I'm one of the top most content creator at that time. So probably I'm the only one who would have got 1 lakh followers 2 times because I lost my account in middle once because of a hacking. So I managed to get 1 lakh followers 2 times. So that itself is an achievement for me. So we know because starting from my first day of my business, I used LinkedIn to generate all the business. Let it be publishing, let it be BPO, let it be self-publishing. I use LinkedIn as a platform to generate leads without spending a single penny from my pocket. So I thought on a longer run, when BPOs are saturating, when publishing industry is saturating, so I thought, okay, why can't I make use of a platform which I'm very strong at? That's how I started this company 4 years back, and then I served more than 500 clients across the globe.
Yeah, so why do you believe founder branding is becoming more important than company branding?
Because for example, LinkedIn is almost like a second website. Earlier people, when they want to make a decision, want to buy a thing, they go to the website, see what is the product they are offering, if they have any references. But nowadays what happens is people are going and seeing what is the company, who's owning it, and what kind of knowledge the founder is having, whether we can trust the owner. Based on the trust, it also gives a value add to the brand itself. So people are looking to human connect more than just a random, because there is like too many email marketing, too many spams they are receiving. So once they know the founder, when they personally see their content, when they personally understand, okay, he is the person who can really help me out with my solution or a problem, then they will directly connect with the founder to help them out.
Yeah, so your company is Altix. So what type of work you are doing in, or is it providing any type of service?
Yeah, we are providing complete end-to-end LinkedIn branding. That is like both company branding and personal branding. Plus, we are also helping with the ghostwriting, content creation, content posting, engagement generation, lead generation. That is like we even identify what is the target clients for the clients, and then we help them to define a ICP, and then we connect with the ICPs. We send them DMs. It could be like to raise funds to generate business or make them as an influencer, depending upon their target, depending upon their need, we customize the service and provide them that.
Yeah, so what are the three biggest mistakes a founder make while building their personal brand?
Because there are like many challenges for founders are facing. First and foremost is the time, because many founders are very busy when it comes to their business, because they have to take care of the product, they have to take care of their employees. So there is like too many work they have to prioritize. So they don't have time to sit on their social media network account, post a content or generate engagement. That's where we come in, because we identify busy founders, because they might have the best product, but they don't have the time to showcase. But they do hire some random digital marketing company. They are not expert in LinkedIn. They are a social media company. They know how to create content, to post it. So they don't know how to create a content, how how to post a content, how to generate engagement, because LinkedIn is completely algorithm based. So we are completely a niche based company. We specifically focus on LinkedIn. So we help founders to get out of the challenging points.
Yeah, so if a founder is starting from zero follower today, so what
Mhm.
would your 90-day strategy to be?
Again, it's going to be depending upon what the client is needing, because there are like three clients, like a type of clients. One client is there to just build a personal brand for themselves. They already are doing good in the business. They don't just want to showcase what they are doing. So for them, what we do is we create content niche oriented, and some content which will be talking about their personal stories. That is one kind of strategy. For them, the target is to get a followers who are dedicated, believing that he's an expert in the industry. The second clients are influencers. They want to suddenly get 1 lakh followers in a year or so. So for them, there will be like a mixture of content which generates more people. It's like a viral content which generates the more followers, because for them the major target is to get collaborations, brand collaborations, to make them as an influencer. So for them, it's all about viral contents and making them as an influencer. The clients are the ones who need business. They might be a startup. They might have just raised funds. They don't want to spend too much on marketing. So what we help them out is generate an organic leads. That is like brand them as an expert in the industry. Talk about their expertise, connect with their target clients, and then do DMs, and also they showcase their through post showcase how they can help their end clients. So these are the three kinds of clients, and these are the three types of services we offer them as well.
Yeah, so many people chase a viral post. Do you think virality actually bring business?
That's what I said, right? It's like depends upon the client. If they are looking to become an influencer, they can go for the viral post. But if they are looking for business, viral post is not going to help them out in any way, because people see them as a motivational speaker or a person who is going to give them a hint or tips in their life. They are not going to consider them as a serious businessman. So that's what it depending upon the needs, it's content is going to be different. Viral content is for influencers. The influencers who are going to do business using brand collaboration. They are not going to be a founders. They are not going to be a service providers. They are just an influencers.
Okay, so what type of contents attracts a buyer instead of just likes?
No, because for example, if a client's target is lead generation, we talk about expertise, because we are a team of 70 people. We have content, and I'm from publishing background. We have like content writers from each and every niche. If it is a founder who's very serious about their profile, want to showcase their expertise, the content will be completely on their niche. For example, if he's a SaaS founder, the content will be on his product, how his product is going to sort out a problem to his potential end client. So this viral content and the likes and followers are only for the influencers who want to grow instantly. Those kind of people, will get them the likes, follows, comments, shares, and other thing. For the founders who are very serious about generating business, our focus is to sell the stories, sell the product. So the content will be mainly talking about the product and the expertise of the founders.
Yeah. So how can founder consistently create a valuable content without spending hour every day?
Yeah, that's where we come in. That's what we do. Because as I said in the initial conversation, founders are very busy with their products itself. So they're busy with the product launch. They are busy with the development. They have to take care of the employees' salary. Too many things are running in their head. So they can't dedicate an hour every day. So what that's where we come in, and we help them to create a content. And if you want to give be an give a suggestion to a founders who don't want to use the third party service, they can very well sit on a weekend, compile a content and schedule the post. But the challenge also comes with it is, when the posts are scheduled in LinkedIn, it doesn't go viral, because LinkedIn thinks it's an automated, and then it doesn't boost the post across. So it's always better to post it on that particular time when there is like a traffic and there is like a good reach.
Yeah, so you have help hundreds of founder generate
Mhm.
leads. So what actually works in B2B today?
At the end of the day, whatever we are going to do with the product has to add value. For example, if we are working with multiple product, there was one digital marketing company, and there is a big digital marketing company. We are doing the same work for both the people, same kind of a content. We are talking about the product, but one client is getting almost like 20 leads per month, and the other client is getting 4 to 5 leads per month. It's because how they brand themselves. Because we can create the best possible content in LinkedIn, but the second thing, they have to send a proper proposal. They have to deliver the services. They have to have a very good value point. They have to have uh, quality deliverables. Because we set up an appointment, we set up a meeting. When the client goes on a call, if they don't have a valid referrals, if they don't have the expertise to convince the client at the final call, the lead is not going to be converted. So it's all about the end company. We are here to help them to generate the leads. But after generating the lead, it's the ability of the company and the quality services, all those things matters for them to generate more business.
Yeah. So how can LinkedIn become a predictable revenue channel rather than just a networking platform?
That would probably the only predictable social media network where business people should focus is LinkedIn. There's no other platform like LinkedIn currently, because it's like we are seeing the real people in LinkedIn. Because LinkedIn is very strict when it comes to duplicate profiles. Or so what we are going to do is we are exactly going to target like we are not going for a phishing like a Facebook ad campaign or a Google ads, where we generally throw our ad, and we get a number of spammy leads, good leads. We have to call them, we have to segregate, and then we have to but when it comes to LinkedIn, we are exactly targeting who's the target, our ideal client, and then we are the one who are going to approach them. So before we are approaching them itself, we know whether they have the potential to be a client to us. So 50% of the work is done there. After that, we are going to send them the DM. If they are agreeing to the meeting, that's like another 75% is done. So the conversion rate is very, very high in LinkedIn compared to any other platform. So that itself answers your question.
Yeah. So what outreach strategy would you recommend that feels genuine instead of spammy?
Yeah, because yeah, LinkedIn has very strict policy when you can't afford to send too many messages. Also, for example, in a week you can send 200 connection requests, but we don't send 200 connection requests because there is a high probability LinkedIn tools or algorithm triggers that there is reviewing too many profiles or something like that. So we have a limit of sending 30 connection requests per day. So it will be like around 150 connection requests per day. So and then we also, if the lead generation is the priority, we advise them to go with LinkedIn Sales Navigator, because LinkedIn authorizes you to send messages, because the tool itself is to send a message legally. And the most important thing is never use any kind of a third party application in LinkedIn to send DMs or connect with people. If it triggers and if your profile is lost, you are not going to get it back. It might sometimes it's very rare to get it back. But even for that, you will be losing 2 months, 3 months of your time. In that time, you will lose credibility with your client. So it's wise not to send too many connection requests, not to use any third party tools. And even when it comes to messages, just send the messages to the people who are accepted the connection request. After sending the DMs also, don't follow up with them too many times. At the max, you can just follow up one time. If they are really interested, if they really want your service, they are not going to get back to you. But if multiple followers, they might get irritated and mark your message as a spam, and again it's going to block your profile. So it's you have to be cautious about the numbers.
Yeah. So currently is AI era. So AI tools are changing content creation rapidly.
Mhm.
So how do you see these evolving over the next few years?
AI content is it is really helpful for many content, because many companies are downsize the team when it comes to content writers, graphic designers. But again, there is a challenges when it comes to AI, because you will be almost found exactly similar to your competitor, because AI is just an average of everything. So it's like content is going to be same. So use your AI tool wisely to generate, not generate a complete content. You can give a topic, you can do a research, get a topic, and then see what is viral, and then you can write your content and use it for proofreading. You can use the tool wisely. If you overusing AI and you're just copying pasting your AI content, again there is LinkedIn detector which it triggers this content is AI generated, and it kills the post within 100 or 1,000 views. So it's better give more priority to create the content by yourself or a team who's dedicated for that.
Yeah, so will AI replace a content creator or will it simply make a great creator even more effective?
It will reduce the number of content creators needed. For example, if a company is having like 10 content creators, they won't be needing 10 content creators now, because content creation is not about only creating content. It's all about researching the content. For example, if you're creating a documentation or a newsletter, you need proof. You have so that major chunk of the time for the content writer goes on the research, taking the story, and then they are going to compile it in their language. So the last part is the least, but the research part and other things consume the maximum time. When they have this AI tool, this reduce their research and search time, which will help them to create more content. So in the place of 10 people doing the job, only 2 people is needed to do the job. Similar with the graphic design, small designs, the logos or some other minor tweaks they can create it, and then they can compile it using Photoshop or Canva or any other tools. So it's going to drastically reduce the human effort, but it's not going to completely replace them.
So, how can founders use AI without losing their authentic voice?
Founders has to be creative, because for example they can use, as I said earlier, they can use the AI tool to do a research, write the content, but after writing the content you can at the max use it for fine tuning it, just to check if there is like any grammatical error or any spacing error. Use that again, you have to humanize it, you have to just give some human touch, which is your language, because whatever you are given it to AI, you will be writing a content for 10 years or something, 5 years of your own writing. When an in audience is reading, they might compare it to your original writing, they might find a difference. Okay, this is not the content which I have written. So it's always important to balance it up. Do the research for using AI, but again after getting the detail, just compile it using yourself. And if you have any issues with the language, you can just use some tools which will polish your language.
Yeah, so if you had to give founders a simple weekly LinkedIn growth routine, so what would it look like?
If they have to be really going well in the LinkedIn, because LinkedIn benefits you when you're very consistent, because at the end of the day LinkedIn wants their audience to stay in the platform. So you have to be very consistent and you have to be visible. To be consistent, you have to be posting each and every day. There is no shortcut. You can't post 2 times or 3 times in a way, because when you take a break from the content, the algorithm again goes down. When LinkedIn sees
Yeah.
that you're posting regularly, they will always boost your content. So it's all about consistency and showing up. And also not only just posting on your content, also it's also important for you to comment on your relevant audience. So for example, there might be people from your niche, you have to go and comment on them. You have to be engaging on the platform. The more you engage on the platform, the more rewards you are going to get.
So, what metrics should a founder actually track on LinkedIn?
The most important thing is, for example, if the content is going to be the most important thing, you have to track the impressions. And with the impression, you have to see how many people have followed your profile. Because if the content is really good, the first indication is how many people have followed you seeing that content. If no one has followed your seeing the content, it's a negative side. Second thing is how many people have reshared your post more than the comments, because your friends might be commenting it your but no one is going to reshare it until they believe this content is worth reading. So these two are most important critics when it comes to tracking your growth on LinkedIn.
Yeah. So now it's a rapid fire question. So
Mhm.
LinkedIn or Twitter,
LinkedIn.
founder brand or company brand,
Founder brand.
AI or human creativity,
Human creativity.
sales or marketing.
Marketing.
One book every founder should read.
Nowadays, it's not necessary for any of them to focus on a book. They can just take the crunch of the book. Give it. You can give this kind of a works to AI. Because each and every day there will be an influencer coming and topping 10 books to read, 5 books to read. There are like in India there is like 1 book, 1 lakh books published every year. So you can't read every book. So it's better to get the input of the any book whoever been suggesting it, put it on AI, get a crux in 2 minutes. That is more than enough. All the top books, whatever I read, the content is going to be the same. Only thing is the way they frame it is going to be different.
Yeah. So one habit every entrepreneur should build.
Consistency.
One LinkedIn feature everyone should use.
Posting. That's the most important thing. That's what going to show you how different you are.
One mistake every founder should avoid.
Not showing up every day.
Okay. If you could give every founder one piece of advice on building a business through trust, visibility, and relationship, what would it be?
Because again, there could not be an universal answer because each founder, each owners or founders will have a different challenges when it comes to starting their business. So depending upon that, I can customize the answer. In fact, I'm launching my book called Visibility. I'm also talking all about those stuffs in that.
Yeah. So, Nataraj, thank you so much for
Mhm.
joining the Chaitanya AI podcast. Your
It's my
insights
pleasure.
on your insights on founder branding, LinkedIn growth, B2B lead generation have been incredibly valuable. I am sure our audience will walk away with practical ideas they can apply immediately. Once again, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for hosting me. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. तक आपने पूरा वीडियो देखा है तो आपको सिर्फ तीन चीज़ें करनी है। फर्स्ट, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब किए बिना मत जाना क्योंकि हम ऐसे ही वैल्यूएबल कंटेंट प्रोवाइड कर सके। नंबर टू, आपको कौन सा आपका बेस्ट पार्ट लगा है वो कमेंट करना मत भूलना। और नंबर तीन, आपके फ्रेंड के साथ ये वीडियो शेयर कर दीजिए। थैंक यू।